Hello there. The Brexit negotiations themselves may be going well, but what comes out might not gain the approval of the number of MPs required to pass it. Although the Brexit talks are continuing apace and still shrouded in secrecy, which is normally noted as a good sign, the mood music emanating from other UK quarters is not quite as optimistic. Now, to get this deal through the Commons, Boris Johnson will have to garner the support of some key players, like the DUP and his own party's Spartan Brexiteers, as well as a sizeable chunk of Labour MPs who are fed up with the Brexit impasse. The Prime Minister has been trying very hard over the last 24 hours or so to convince the DUP that this deal is the right one, while the DUP has insisted that Northern Ireland must stay in the UK customs area and that further work was required on the Brexit deal before the DUP could back it. While Tory Brexiteer MP and member of the Eurosceptic European Research Group, Mark Francois, looked very unhappy as he told journalists that the briefing he had received on the deal was interesting and that there will be further chats to have. And all the while the push for a second EU referendum continues, and the Lib Dems are now cheerleading that call, having tabled an amendment to the Queen's speech for any deal Boris brings back from the EU to be subject to a confirmatory vote. And of course the selection of amendments is up to the Speaker, John Bercow, isn't it? And there is a snippet of news on John Bercow that you may have missed. Now, when a Speaker is about to leave the post, it is customary after their final Queen's speech for them to return to the Commons and shake the hands of all MPs. But Bercow didn't do that. He walked straight through and out. Now, either he didn't know that custom, that would be a bit unbelievable, or he forgot. Again, unbelievable. Or he decided to break another tradition. But given his love of grandstanding, once again, unbelievable. Or has he decided not to retire after all? Hopefully that's unbelievable too. Now, why is it always the UK and especially the Brexiteers that are portrayed as the bad guys in these Brexit negotiations? Brexiteers are portrayed as people who are happy to hurt others in their quest to leave the EU, with claims that there will be medicine shortages, etc., all caused by Brexit, especially a no-deal Brexit. So let's have a look at the other side, shall we? Let's look at what the EU seems content to do to its own citizens in its quest to stop the UK having a proper deal. The first thing to point out is that there is already a medicine shortage, and it has nothing to do with Brexit. The Daily Mail recently reported that the current mass shortage of a range of widely used prescription medicines and some over-the-counter treatments is caused by a perfect storm of problems: manufacturing, regulatory, supply chains and stockpiling. But in essence they boil down to the fact that while global demand for drugs is spiralling, the systems for delivering them are failing. And chemistandruggist.co.uk said that there may be a few small licence holders offering to buy small amounts of stock from different locations and then hoarding it for price gain purposes or exporting them in bulk, a process pejoratively known as skimming. And the German newspaper Bild reports today that there is a shortage of medicines in its own country right now. But further, in March this year, when there was a possibility of the UK leaving on the 29th of the month, the German health minister warned the EU that if the UK left without a deal, then tens of thousands of medical items could become unavailable in the EU within a month. But does the EU ever compromise to ensure that sort of situation never arises? No, it seems content to ignore the potential impact on its own people in its own determination that the UK must be seen to suffer. And it looks like the bloc is still using those same bullying techniques right now to force its own way, even if it could end with a no deal. But what gets me is that we do not need to be locked into an undemocratic EU as it becomes one single country in order to buy and trade goods with it. And by the way, the inflation figures are out today, and CPI has increased over the last year by 1.7%, unchanged from last month. And as the government target is 2%, I would assume that this allows the Bank of England Monetary Policy Committee to leave interest rates unchanged for the present. Anyway, what do you think about all of this? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. And thank you very much for watching.